What is ADHD? Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, or more commonly known as ADHD, is a disorder in the brain that impedes a person's functioning or development that is caused by inattention, hyperactivity, and impulsivity. ADHD is on the rise amongst today's youth. 9.14% of children ages 2 to 17 have been officially diagnosed with ADHD in 2016 alone, according to the American Psychiatric Association. 66% of those diagnosed with ADHD are afflicted with at least one other mental, emotional, or behavioral disorder. Inattention is when a person is distracted from their current task, often overlooking or missing details in terms of work or during other activities. Inattention is also when a person has problems maintaining focus on conversations, lectures, and etc. This is commonly shown by being distracted easily to other elements in their environment. Hyperactivity or impulsivity is when people often fidget or can't stop moving while being seated. In situations like in class or work, when you're expected to sit properly, people diagnosed with ADHD usually have a tendency to move around or stand up, having trouble in keeping themselves still, talking non-stop, abruptly speaking while someone else is talking, and even interrupting activities are signs of hyperactivity. What exactly causes ADHD in people? ADHD can be traced back to a person's genetics. A person with ADHD is 4 times as likely to have a relative who's also diagnosed with ADHD.
Norepinephrine is a chemical that is released from the sympathetic nervous system in response to stress. It is also a neurotransmitter responsible for our fight or flight response during stressful situations.
Most cases of ADHD see clinical treatment such as oral medications. Methylphenidate, most commonly known as Ritalin, is a central nervous stimulant that affects the chemicals in the brain and nerves to contribute to hyperactivity and impulse control, as well as activates the brainstem arousal system that helps improve the brain's cognitive functions such as problem solving, attention, and memory. Methylphenidate is a member of the phenethylamine family, which is a range of stimulants and hallucinogens. Its full name is N,8-dimethylbenzenethanamine. It's used as a stimulant for people with attention disorders. It has a high potential for abuse and addiction, especially among people who do not have ADHD. According to the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, or PDEA, methylphenidate is labeled as a Schedule II psychotropic substance. This means that 2 grams of methylphenidate is enough to be physically and psychologically dependent on the drug. Other Schedule II drugs include dexedrine and cocaine. Therefore, it is always vital to take these drugs with proper prescription and dosage. Biochemistry makes wonders for the modern world. It makes you discover and study things beyond the flow of nature. Methylphenidate is just one in hundreds of thousands, even millions, of the wonders of biochemistry. But just like other drugs, methylphenidate should always be handled with proper dosage and prescription. With this informative video, we would also like to say,
ADHD is not a joke. It is not simply being hyperactive,
childish, or retarded. It is not physically visible or easily observed.
Most importantly, ADHD is not autism.
Cut the stigma. We advocate